Can you believe that week 4 of the Rugby World Cup is already done? Week 4, we've got one more pool game, and then it's into quarters, then it's into knockouts, then it's into what matters. All this, everything else that's happened before, nothing matters until knockouts, man. Again, guys, thanks for joining. I'm your host, Dane Sherritt of the Unpro Pro Rugby Show. Man, what a week it's been with the full rugby. Obviously, I'm saying that every week, but every week more shit happens, whether it's drama, whether it's on-field decisions, TMOs, bad results that we didn't see coming, sick tries. Like how good the Rugby World Cup has been up there with one of the best. I know I said it on the last podcast that it was going to be very much because of social media, like everyone's going to have their little bit of say on it. Everyone's going to have different angles, different opinions. But when you think of like the positive impact that's probably having on rugby, especially on the smaller minnow nations, your Portugals, your Uruguays, your Georgia, those types of things, and even to a bigger effect. And I'm not saying they're a minnow team at all, but like a team like Fiji, how good has this World Cup been for them? All the positive, the positive social media interaction they're getting. Like, yes, that sounds very surface level, very young of me to say, but everything goes through social media now. All the kids are into social media on all the TikToks. I'm sounding like an old, yeah. The TikToks, the Instagram, all of that. And if you want more people involved in the game, more kids especially, you need to be hitting them from all angles, man. And it's been really cool to see. Yes, there's always going to be some negative stuff. There's always a bit of negative stuff, no matter what. How good or bad or not bad it is, there's always going to be some negative stuff. But I'm going to jump straight in to a quick recap of this past weekend's games. So it kicked off with Uruguay come from behind win over Namibia, 36-26. Namibia were leading 20-12 at halftime. Let that sink in. 20-12. Uruguay go on to score 20. I hope my maths is right. 24 points in the second half. How good from them. I think Namibia will be kicking themselves. They would have won and got that W, man. I think, and it's been a tough World Cup campaign for them. This would have been their game that they're like, we can ons kan hierdie een event. But they didn't. They struggled there. Unlucky. They're good for Uruguay. Because on the flip side, that would have been their game that they would have been targeting to win. And they did. Japan gone to beat Samoa 28-22. I've got lots of my Uzo friends that are very frustrated with that one. A tough one. Tough loss there for Samoa. Definitely a game that Samoa would have been eyeing out to win. But a tough loss there. All Blacks going to obliterate Italy 96-17. Try and explain to non-rugby people that these two countries are in the same tier, like tier 1, tier 2. 96-17. Ouch. To think some people, I'm going to whisper it, some people thought Italy were going to win. Could cause an upset. And All Blacks took that personally. 96-17. Ooh. Someone woke the All Blacks up. Probably what they needed just to be like, they can always obviously feeling they can do it, but man, that's a good result. Love Ian Foster coming out saying that people need to decide. There's two types of rugby games. And he compared it kind of that game, so New Zealand, Italy, to Ireland, South Africa, where there was X amount of minutes where ball was in play, where in Italy's game there was heaps more. To be honest, I think you can like both. Sometimes I love a high-scoring game with lots of tries, and then sometimes I love those games that are every little set piece counts, every phase counts. Every time you get into the 22, you need to score points because you don't know if you're going to get there, that chance again. Those types of games are bloody good as well to watch. So don't make us choose, Fozzie. You're not a politician, mate. Come on, we can watch both. We can love both. Argentina going to beat Chile 59-5. That pool is I think it's that pool that's heating up because it is. Yeah, so Japan-Argentina game that's coming up is a must-do. Obviously, both teams want to win, but that just causes a lot of who's playing who or who goes through in the quarters. I know with the Springbok pool as well, I think it's if Scotland win with 4 tries, but Ireland also get 4 tries, but Scotland have to win by 21 plus points, then South Africa are out. Think quickly. The quality of rugby South Africa is playing, and I'm going to say it, and the quality of rugby that England is playing against like the different opponents as well. And to think England are already a shoe-in, they're going to the quarters, and South Africa might fall out. Tell me the pools aren't sorted correctly, right, without telling me. Come on, man. It's like that meme now with all the mathematical equations going across. They better sort those pools out for the next World Cup. Fiji come back to beat Georgia 17-12. Man, if you want to beat Fiji, you need to be scoring tries. And Georgia were just going for the penalty. I get it. They got a massive boot. They're 15. It's got a big boot. I get it. But sometimes you need to be scoring tries, man. Can we talk about Naitalevu's try in the corner? You're kidding. He was out. He was in the second row. And his douche put it over. I don't even think he was looking. Sick finish there for Naitalevu. And massive effort from the Georgians. I mean, they would have eyed this, obviously. I mean, when I say that, guys, you're eyeing every game to win. But realistically, Georgia would have been eyeing this one to win. And they were. They were leading for most of that game. But you cannot write those Fijians off, man. Scotland run rampant over Romania, 84-0. Been a tough old World Cup campaign for Romania, man. I think they've scored 8 points in 3 games. Darcy Graham, a.k.a. Dash from Incredibles, grabs 4 tries. So Scotland are doing everything they can to stay in this. And it's sad to see that if they do go out, if like the pool stages is all the World Cup has in store for Scotland, because they've got a great team on paper. They've been playing good rugby. You just come up against, and I know, yes, in the quarters or the semis, you'll have to face one of these teams already. But man, you put Scotland in any other group, and I'm saying 90% they're going through to the quarters. Wallabies beat Portugal 34-14. Still not. There was some phase play. I think, was it when Angus Bell went over? And there was a few side-to-sides. Lolika Fiketti ran down the touchline, and they brought the ball the whole way back this side. Good hands, good phase play. But it's like, where was that against the stronger sides? I mean, Portugal went out to a 8-0 lead, I think it was. They scored a try first. Eddie Jones has come out with a bit of humor as always, and we don't expect anything less from Uncle Jones. Eddie Jones on whether Portugal can beat Fiji next week to keep Australia in the World Cup. In quotes, I'm thinking of giving Marika Korobetti and Samu Karevi my credit card and getting them to go to the Fijian camp with some kava. Let me tell you what, Eddie. The Fijian boys have been having kava this whole time. And look how they're playing. Give them kava, they'll play better. I don't know that for sure. I'm just thinking that. So, I don't think that's a good idea, mate. Kava equals better Fijian rugby. All right, Eddie. So maybe not, brother. I think Fiji will do what's needed to be done to get through there. Wales topping the pool and Fiji second going through. Bokke Springboks get it done over Tonga, 49-18. Gallant effort from Tonga. Holy, they climbed him, and there's some shots in that game. I do think the one of the I got a little bit cross was I think it was Augustine Poulos tackle on Mapimpi, where it was a head-on collision. We've seen numerous red cards or yellow cards turned into red cards happen previously in this World Cup for pretty much exactly the same as what happened there. Anyway, ref, they play on, they checked it, play on. A kick went up and under. Eben Etzebeth chased it, and this guy jumped up to catch the ball, landed into Eben. Head-on collision, and he wanted to send him off. Like, come on, like the inconsistency really, it gets me, man. It makes you want to, like, and I'm nitpicking this game because this is the game that I watched this weekend where a lot of these cards kind of things happen. But come on, man. We've got to have a bit of consistency. Gotta. So, man, this is it. There's one more pool game for some of the guys. Some of the guys obviously resting, and then we're into quarters, baby. So, like I said, team games to watch this weekend will be Scotland and Ireland, massive game, and then Japan, Argentina. Both of those games like upsets can happen still. So both of those games will depict who tops their pool, who goes through, who is eliminated. Man, so those will be ones to watch. And then obviously the Fiji one. Fiji, Portugal, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, man, what a World Cup it's been. I've just been loving it. And now it gets down to this is what matters, boy. This has all been the curtain raiser. The pool games, curtain raiser. Quarterfinals, semifinals, finals. That's the big dance, baby. And let's see who comes on top. I mean, Springboks, All right, guys, there'll be another. I think I'll be doing the Springbok Scotland review. Check it out. Hit the like, subscribe. Been loving all the feedback, comments, everything like that. We're almost at the 1,000 subs. Let's do it. Let's go. All right, guys. See you next time. Bye.